Welcome to a special edition of YCHYFUS, the Kung Fu Pod video cast.
Yeah, we need to sort this out. We still don't know what
it's just YCHYFUS, right? It's just YCHYFUS.
It's breaking the mold. There's nothing else.
Nothing
else. Just keep it simple,
for itself. The multimedia experience that is YCHYFUS.
Yeah.
Right. So on YCHYFUS tonight, I am Darren Jones. He is
Clive Davis,
and our special guest is
Rodney Shapes, aka Rodney Shapes. I was R.I.P Shapes, but I'll change my name back to Rodney Shapes.
Yeah, you'll always be Shapes to us, Rodders.
Always.
So solemn occasion and a little bit late. We'd have liked to have done this probably about a month ago.
Yeah,
in fact, it was programmed in for about a month ago, but some things happened.
That's right. There's a few obstacles, but we're here now.
Yeah. So solemn occasion that has brought us together is the death of Norman Tsui.
Yeah, rest in peace, Norman.
Yeah. And we all know him. I think most people probably know him from maybe Duel to the Death.
Bastard Swordsman.
Bastard Swordsman. And a lot of general kind of appearances and stuff.
Even moderns. Yeah.
In fact, I associate him more with moderns for some reason. I don't know why. Like that's what jumps to my mind. But then, if you actually check out the filmography, I mean, he was in a lot of
very busy. Even TVs from '77.
There we go. See, it didn't take him long to mention.
Oh no, it didn't take me long, did it? I didn't even give it 2 minutes, did I?
Well, am I right in saying
I couldn't help myself, could I?
Am I right in saying he started in TV, or did he? Or was it Shaw's first?
But he was just going back and forth.
Yeah, but he was at Shaw's as well, wasn't he?
Yeah,
so he was at Shaw's early days, and then probably a bit of flirtation with TVs,
but he was doing, but he never stopped. He's still doing stuff from China. I mean, he had a film come out after he passed away that came out.
Really?
Modern day, because he was still doing films in China. But he actually had a film out every 2-3 weeks out there.
Wow, cool.
We should probably ask. We should probably lean into the speciality actually. If we're talking TV stuff, any Norman Tsui highlights from the TV stuff?
Oh yeah, there's one called he done Roving Swordsman.
Okay.
That's a good one by Norman. That's a really good one, And obviously he's known for the Bastard Swordsman TV Reincarnated, but he actually hardly in that one because there was some issue with the contracts and he had to go off. so he got replaced in the series. So a lot of people sort of talk about him being in that series, but he's actually hardly in it. So
they got Norman Tsui.
Norman Le. Norman Lerid,
We should say actually we almost definitely would, if we hadn't have already talked about it, we almost certainly would have done Duel to the Death. That would have been the obvious choice, right? And of course a brilliant film. But we're not doing it just because we've talked about it before. That's the only reason.
But also another one here, On the Waterfront. That's a good one with him.
You put some clips up for that recently, didn't you?
Yeah, On the Waterfront. I think aka Water Legend. That's the other title for it. That's a really good one with Norman.
I think you've mentioned that on the show before. In fact, as well. Yeah,
really good sword play in that.
Yeah.
Really good.
Is it water margin related at all?
No, not at all. No.
Okay.
No. But it's quite a big cast in that one. You've got Eddie Coe in there. You've got Double Phoenix. You've got loads of people. Yeah, Bruce Lang. Yeah, everyone's in that one. Yeah, really good. Yeah.
That's great. But that's the thing though. That's the thing with Tsui, right? Is that he was busy throughout the whole of his career.
Non-stop. Yeah.
He was just he arrives and then he's forever fucking working.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, because obviously went from tragedies to moderns to gangster to triad films.
Yeah. And we
And he
even we saw him, didn't we? We had him in what was it called? The Ching Ping Mei stuff, Clive. So he was the dad, wasn't he? So he's the dad who teaches his son cock kung fu.
Oh yes, yeah. He's in one of those Golden Lotus-y ones. Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's doing the cock push-ups on his knob. Norman do anything.
Yeah, he didn't give a shit. He didn't give a shit.
But what I like about him as well is he's one of those ones. He's in that category of, if you just saw a picture of his face, he does not look like a tough guy at all, does he?
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
Looks like he works in a newsagent or something.
Yeah.
But
but
I don't know. You can say the same thing for Wilson Tong though as well, couldn't you? It's like,
that's true.
Wilson Tong just kind of looks like a dude that works on a
Wilson
construction
Tong's a bit mean looking though. You can see him being a bit.
He's got a kind of a sinister look in it about Wilson.
Yeah, but Norman's just hello, like he's a bit.
Only when he turns it on. Yeah. But when Norman turns,
that would have been Norman Tsui in Postman Pat the movie. That's got to be an AI generated film.
Yeah.
The Jewel of Pat. Yeah.
Yeah, you got Postman Pat and the man at the newsagent.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Jumping up on a table, jumping up on a counter, doing fucking foot doctor shit.
Yeah, I mean, he was great in The Sword, wasn't he? He was great in that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
he was really evil in that film.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We watched that, didn't we, at the cinema this year? It was screened, wasn't it?
I didn't see it. I didn't get there, but I've seen it.
Yeah, the actual crowd erupted when he got cut in half at the end.
Oh, brilliant!
Everyone responded to that. Yeah,
I mean, to be fair, it was a cinema audience watching someone get cut in half.
Yeah.
Just saying.
But everyone applauded that. Everyone applauded it. Yeah. He was good in that, old Norman. Yeah, great.
Oh, great. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, and there's so much to choose from, right? Because his filmography is so big.
Oh yeah.
But
we could have chosen another three easily enough, but so we should mention. I was also slightly worried about it. I was wondering if we had a cursed show on our hands for a minute, because it's quite a sad story, isn't it? That, from what I understand, Norman Tsui died of a heart attack, and then during his funeral, his wife also suffered a heart attack, right?
Didn't know that.
Yeah, she passed away as well while doing the funeral.
Yeah, and then when we were going to do a show about it, Darren goes and has a fucking heart attack. So I was worried if this was like a ring kind of chain or something, and someone was going to crawl out of my PC screen.
If only one of us had worn a long-haired wig for this.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Rodney, just be on the lookout. Me and you might be next.
Well, just stay indoors, mate.
Yeah.
Close the curtains.
We can't leave the house until the next podcast. We'll be all right.
That's it.
Yeah.
So on the slate, we got a triple bill. We're going to be talking The Loot, The Rebellious Reign, and Return of the Deadly Blade, all of which are very interesting in their own right, I think. And there's quite an interesting, they're all kind of different as well, I think. It'll be interesting to talk about. 1980, The Loot.
Yeah.
AKA The Bloody Tattoo.
Yeah, but no one calls it that, do they?
No, I've never actually seen it out in the wild as The Bloody Tattoo.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I have got it out in the wild as The Bloody Tattoo, because that's the DVD I watched.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I might even have it over there.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the DVD I watched was The Bloody Tattoo.
Bloody Tattoo, yeah, yeah.
But it was one of those US ones from the 90s, you know.
Mm. Yeah, but I never heard anyone call it that. Everyone just calls it the Loot.
It's always been the Loot.
Yeah. It's a good title. I like it. It's straight.
Yeah, straight to
yeah. And it's that duo, isn't it? It's that duo that Eric Sang directed.
Yeah.
Right? That no one expected Eric Sang to direct a decent kung fu film.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because it's fucking Eric Sang, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, Eric's been around.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Been around,
yeah. Well, it's like, you know, also R.I.P. Lily Lee, right? Which I'm sure we're going to talk about in a minute.
Yeah, that's right.
But also R.I.P. Lily Lee. But the revelation that I had, what was that film, Clive? The with Lau Ka-wing, Lau Ka-yung, Eric Sang, that we watched for the Hoppers. What was that called?
Oh, that's not Nobody's Come from. Is Beardy in that one?
No. It was, and I will tell you in just a moment, because this makes really fucking good telly.
Just riveting viewing.
Oh, it is. It is.
I'm just gonna have a look at my list of if it's on here. Read Muzak or something.
Yeah, no, I am actually unable to find that reference.
Okay.
So we are that's going to have to remain a little bit of a dead dip.
Yeah,
in the schedule.
In a stamped, self-addressed envelope.
Pending.
And we'll chuck it in the bin.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, Lily Lee was in a really good film, and she did some really good kung fu with Eric Sang, who was skinny because it was early in his career.
Oh, you talking about Karen Wise guy?
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh boy, it's from
Karen Wise
that's
guy.
the title, isn't it?
Yeah. Thank you, Rodney. Yeah.
Luke Harwin was sneaking.
That's why we keep you around.
She's got a gun in that film, isn't she? She's got a little sneaky gun.
So he lifts her up, doesn't he? And then
little gun. Yeah. It's a good film. That is really good.
Fucking great film. Yeah, because we hadn't seen it. We watched it for the Hoppers for the 31, because we did 31 Hopping Vampire films for Halloween. Yeah. And that was one of the first ones we did, and it was like, and none of us had seen it before. It was fucking mind blowing.
But there's a lot of versions where the end fight is cut. They cut some of the fighting from the ending. So I'll put up a clip and people are like, oh, can you show? Because they're saying, I haven't seen that bit in the end fight. I think they cut the bit where Gordon was on the ground. You know, he's like doing the monk shapes.
Yeah.
I think it was that bit there. They cut some scenes from it.
Oh wow! I think we saw the full one. I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's a decent film, man. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and it's one no one talks about that film.
I don't think very much. No, I don't think a lot of people have even seen it.
No.
But, yeah, there's a lot of films that just pass people by in there.
Yeah.
But
that was the Eric Sang connection. That's why.
We only came across it just because we had to dredge up as many Hopping Vampires, because the idea was to do one for every day of October for Halloween. And I was like, oh, are we going to find 31? And we end up finding over 60 of the fuckers. So we're doing more next year. So there's a lot more out there than one might think.
62 Hopping Vampire films, motherfucker.
That's a lot, mate.
Yeah, we're going to get it done. We're halfway there.
Well, I've probably done there's probably Untold Taiwan ones as well.
Yeah, we're on that. Yeah, we're in that. We're in that. We're into that.
That's a rabbit hole, that one, mate. Big time.
Yeah, we're halfway through. Well, I think we're more than halfway through the Hello Dracula series.
Yeah.
I've
got a few Taiwan, video movies that are Hopping related.
Please bring them our way.
I think I know what Rodney might be referring to here.
Yeah, I think there's one with, I think it's called Vampire Kids.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Chan is in that, and Jack Long.
Well.
Okay. Well, that doesn't narrow it down.
Yeah. Well, it's obviously it's a video release one.
All right.
So just video only. Yeah. So those are the Taiwan ones that are just hard to get.
Yeah, we'll have a chat offline about that, brothers.
Yeah,
That's all right.
yes, yes, that's right.
In the
Off camera,
next,
mate. Off camera.
in the next batch as well, we should have Ghoul Sex Squad as well, because that's
fuck yeah.
Hopping Vampires in.
So we got Ghoul Sex Squad, Robo Vampire.
Yeah.
Robo Vampire.
Yeah.
What's the Elton Chong one? The Elton Chong one. Is that the one? What's the Elton Chong
we did
one?
that one. Undertaker. It's called Grave Digger or something. Undertaker.
Well, it's got like 3 titles, isn't it? So it's The Undertaker and I can't remember.
We watched because there's a whole bunch of versions of that, and then there's the Korean cut is on. You can find it on YouTube.
Yeah,
terrible quality with no subs.
Has that got more scenes though?
Yeah, but I watched them side by side, and it was a bit difficult to figure out because it was one of those things where it wasn't just that it was missing; it would turn up later. They'd rearranged
the scenes.
So I was trying to keep up like, and after a while,
you gave up on that.
Like I couldn't figure it out.
And they usually like to put like an insert of a middle-aged dude just crying, just having a weep.
Yeah, but I mean, this is the Elton Chong film we're talking about here. I mean, nothing makes sense ever, does it? So
no. Although I have to say, over the years, I never thought it would happen. If someone had told me back in the day you would get an appreciation for Elton Chong, I would told them get out of here. But no, I slowly have kind of learned to respect the man, and some films are pretty interesting.
Well, you always get a 15-minute end fight.
Yeah,
and you got fucking eagle hand in them as well often. So
yes, and it's proper boot, proper tongue, good sound effects and good choreography. Yeah.
No, they knew how to do it.
No,
and if Elton Chong's in it, that's usually a seal of quality for the end fight, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So
probably Elton Chong's in it as well.
Yeah.
So anyway, although actually there is a connection here, actually, oddly enough, because when we did do a couple of Elton Chongs before, we were talking
Fun Young Moon.
Yeah, but also
that's right.
Elton Chong seems to have started off at least very much in the Jackie Chan clone vein, right? Doing the comedic stuff. And the loot was originally planned for Jackie Chan, right?
Oh, was it?
Yeah, this
was. I didn't know that.
Really? Yeah, this was going to be a Jackie Chan vehicle. Yeah.
So Jackie Chan was playing David Chang then? That's what we're saying?
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay. Oh, right. I didn't know that.
All right.
I don't know where I got that from, but I can't remember. But apparently so. I think maybe because... So this is the other confusing thing sometimes with these credits is the thing between like producer and supervisor or planner or whatever. So this is... It's produced by Shu Liu Hua, right? But it's from Lo Wei's production company, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think it's towards the end there of I think that's the Jackie Chan connection because he was in a contract, right?
Contract, yeah.
That's quite late though, 1980, 79, 80.
Yeah, where he was kind of getting out of his orbit, wasn't he? I think there.
Yeah, because he is down as a supervisor on the credits that I have.
Oh right, I didn't know.
Okay. Yeah, well, Lo Wei that is, not Jackie.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is like we said, X-Sang, second feature as a director after The Challenger, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Which I've not seen. I've not seen The Challenger actually. How is?
You haven't seen The Challenger?
No. You need to see that, mate.
Is it good?
That's from the same kind of level as The Loot.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh well, it's gone to the top of the list then.
Oh yeah, that's proper.
So it's interesting. He does Challenger, this, and then he does The Crazy Chase, which I suppose I haven't seen that either, but that's kind of a bridge over to the Aces Go Places.
Yeah.
That's Luke Wing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Chase.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, he done quite some mad comedies, Luke Wing. That guy needs to be talked about more, He's done some
good stuff. That's what to hear for.
Yeah, and I up until recently, very recently, I was getting annoyed with Lau Kar Wing, right? Because I felt like, fucking hell, it's like, yeah, okay, Odd Couple, yeah, okay, but there's this like batch of like Samo and Dean Sheck and it's like a lot of them are shit, or a lot of them are just far too like comedy heavy.
Yeah.
But actually, kind of over the last
No, there's
couple
some
of
good stuff in there.
Yeah.
Have you seen His Name Is Nobody?
Yeah.
Yeah, some
Well,
good.
That's good.
No,
There's some good stuff in there.
The foo is always good, right? So the foo is always good in the
it's just the comedy might be. Yeah.
It's just that I think there's this period, sort of probably 78 to 79, where it's just wall to wall tit and bum gags.
Yeah.
And Dean Sheck falling over, which I'm into, don't get me wrong, but kind of detract from the kind of the thrust of the shapes.
Well, funny, talking about Dean, I actually started to do a Dean compilation. I was thinking of doing it.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I started doing it.
We want this. We want Dean compilation.
What's the one where he plays Charlie Chaplin, isn't it?
Laughing Times.
Funny Laughing Times.
There's some mad stuff in there.
Yeah, and that's more Dean Sheck than any sane person can handle, right? That film is.
I'm gonna do a little compilation of all these antics. Yeah,
there's tell you the one you should put, and I can't remember the name of the film because it's got a super generic title. But there's
it's a Hawaii 5-0.
Yes. There's the one where he sticks his bum out and goes around in a circle backwards while the Hawaii 5-0 theme plays, and that's his style.
Has he got an afro in that one? There's one where he's got an afro in it. I'm sure. There's some mad Barnett in it.
I don't think it's that one, but yeah. But that Laughing Times, because we did it, because when he died, we did a double bill, didn't we?
Yeah.
We did a double bill of Laughing Times, and what was the other one? It must have been
Dirty Tiger.
Was it Beware of Pickpockets or something? Or Beware of
Carry On Pickpocket.
Yeah.
No, that's a Samo film, but he done a pickpocket his own one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was Dirty Tiger Crazy Frog, maybe, was it?
Yeah, I think it might have been. Yeah, when he had the eye patch, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh yeah, the many goods of Dean Sheck.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't actually mind Dean, but I think that Warriors 2, he nearly spoiled that end fight. That annoyed me.
With the bouncing up and down and
that was annoying. But otherwise, I don't mind a bit of Dean.
Oh, I love Dean Sheck. I fucking love Dean Sheck.
Yeah. But Warriors 2, I think I actually cut him out of the end fight. I've done a no Dean Sheck edit.
I know what you mean because it's wall to wall, because there's like 6 different opponents, isn't it? All going up against each other.
And that scene went on for quite a while.
Yeah. And it's like he's just like with his little fucking funny hat on.
Yeah. It went on too long, mate.
Yeah.
So,
anyway, we need to talk about the loot.
Well, we need to talk about this heinous murderer, the Spider, right?
The Spider.
Yeah. Who? Well, there's all these.
That's me doing a spider with my hands. By the way,
there's a bunch of murders, and they are preceded by what Darren's doing. There's like a silhouette of a spider. Yeah. And then you also sometimes get some real spiders, like
see that's what they call shapes, Rodney.
That's right, yeah. You do the Chang Yi shapes and Chang.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit on like a fucking massive bunch of ropes.
Yeah, we didn't get enough spider films, did we really, in Kung?
Well, no, because it takes quite a lot of setup, really, doesn't it? If you're going to fight spider kung fu, you kind of need a lair.
Yeah, but the young clan would have been perfect for that. They love a good setup, don't they?
Oh, yeah. Still time.
Yeah,
there's still time.
The young clan would have been good for that. Yeah.
So then I think it's Kwan Young Moon, right? He's the guy who hires David Chang, who's like a. Oh, so the thing with the loot as well, I discovered. So I can't remember the first time I saw it, but certainly this time when it was put out by, might have been the Joy Sales DVD or something.
Joy Sales, yeah.
They got terrible fucking subtitles, right? Like really bad.
Random. Yeah.
Not like the normal bad ones where you're used to with like, you know, drunken misspellings and stuff like that. Just like actually quite confusing because but I don't remember it being that way the first time I saw it. So I can't remember if I saw, I'm assuming there's a dub of this.
There is.
Yeah, I saw it in a dub. I'm pretty sure I saw it. Yeah, mine's a dub. Yeah,
I think the first time I saw it was the dub. I think this might be one of the times where you definitely should go with the dub because the subs I found out are just a fucking mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So David Chang,
there's quite good dubbing on this film. It's quite good dubbing.
Right.
Yeah.
I seem to remember that. So David Chang's either a detective or a bounty hunter or something.
I think he's a bounty hunter, isn't he?
Yeah. And he's quite cocksure, isn't he? He's quite it's
quite funny in that film.
It's cocky David Chang.
It's when the guy he's working for, he goes, well, I know there's inflation going on, so I can still work with you. When he said that, it's funny.
Yeah.
So he's been hired by Kwan Young Moon to investigate and kind of protect him and some other characters from the Spider.
And
it turns out there's kind of a reason for that, and there's like a surprise twist and all that. And then Norman Tsui, our Norman, is he's a thief who's been imitating the Spider, hasn't he? So but he's not actually the Spider. So
that's a great fight scene. That first fight is excellent. Alan Sue. That fight is just
So Choi and Chang team up, and then so you, as well as Kwan Young Moon, you got Lily as well. R.I.P. again. You got Ko Fei and his flute.
Oh God, Philip in this.
Yeah.
Philip in this movie, man.
Yeah. And like you said, also not letting the side down is Alan Chiching-san as well, right?
Yes.
Yes. Great cast in this film.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. And so before we get to the, because that is the thing people will remember the loot for if is particularly that final fight, but the choreography is just, again, who would have thought from an Eric Chang joint, right?
Yes.
But the one thing that struck me this time about it as well, what was quite interesting was you're used to seeing, you know, kung fu comedies or whatever. You very rarely see kung fu black comedies. Like this is the comedy, and this is quite dark, isn't it?
It is,
yeah.
Quite macabre.
Good point. Yeah.
And I thought that's odd. You don't come across that.
Not a lot of those, not on that tone, not with his tone.
No, because there's it's where people are like literally like dying or just dying or something, and they turn it into a gag. It's like a sick gag.
But that's David Chang, though, isn't it? He's all
right
to a laugh, doesn't he? Yeah.
But it's also got that, and I think we spoke about this in the last podcast we did. It's also got that Saturday morning serial feel, right? So it's got the dashing hero and the dashing villain, and they're both really fucking dashing and clever and fucking witty and like you know,
like a Holmes and Watson kind of thing.
Yeah.
But the reason you're watching it is, and again, the other thing, the first time, because I was checking my old review of this in the book, and whenever I first saw this film, there weren't credits on the Hong Kong Movie Database for the choreography. So I specifically remember writing down, don't know who the choreographer is by, but it's fucking amazing. But now we do know. And who would have thought? Chik Ngai Hung and Ho Chi Wai, right? Like both as well. But not the two names I would have thought.
No. I mean, that style that Philip was doing, you know, when he kind of covers his face and he looks away. that technique there, because he does it in the Challenger as well.
Okay.
He's done it in a few other films, hasn't he? So that's Philip's idea, that style there.
Yeah, that whole thing. Yeah.
And he looks away, doesn't he? And he goes,
yeah.
It's superb.
I'm definitely gonna. I think I'm watching the Challenger tonight. Then
I can't believe you haven't seen the Challenger.
Yeah, no, I slipped by me.
Yeah. For me, I think this is the better film.
It's got the same cast, isn't it?
Yeah, back to back. Yeah.
Ah, right. Okay. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely getting a watch.
Yeah. For me, this is the better film than the Challenger. But yeah,
I've watched Challenger in a long time though. But
true.
I mean,
no, neither have I.
I think the Loot might be slightly better, but they're still good.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. What you say, Clive, is that the choreographers come out of nowhere with this, right? Because like Sleeping Fist, I distinctly remember the Sleeping Fist being a little bit on the choreography.
I like that film, man.
I like the film. I'm not. The problem with Sleeping Fist is always going to be Thundering Mantis, right? That's the problem with Sleeping Fist,
especially if you've seen Thundering Mantis first, right?
Yeah.
I know what you mean. I can understand that. Yeah. But there's some good touches in Sleeping Fist.
It's fine. It's all right. I'm not knocking it, but it's not a masterpiece, right?
Yeah, but I've got a bit of a connection because me and my dad used to watch that film quite a lot when I was young.
Oh, okay.
I've got a little connection there with that one. Yeah, it's not my favorite Beardy, but we used to watch it quite a lot.
Yeah. But for me, it's like these, and nothing other than the Challenger. Yeah. Because it's the same. It's because this is the same as Sleeping Fist and Thundering Mantis, right? It's a back-to-back film.
Back-to-back, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But he's nowhere else. He's like Devil Fetus. There's not a lot of kung fu in Devil Fetus.
No, not much in that at all, is there?
I like Devil Fetus though.
I like Devil Fetus too, but there's not a lot of kung fu in it. But there's nothing else to distinguish the choreographers other than the Loot and the Challenger, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And the fucking kung fu in this is excellent.
Top shelf, isn't it?
Yeah,
top of their game. It's the top, fucking top notch.
And then you kind of get two end fights, don't you? In the end,
you
get two end fights, mate.
Yeah, but they've come out of nowhere.
It's funny what attracts different people as well, because obviously we're all on the same page. We were just the first time we saw this, kind of blindsided us a little bit. Fucking hell, that they didn't expect to be finding that top level of choreography in this. But if you go on like Hong Kong Movie Database and some other databases and stuff, I was surprised how many people were complaining that the fight at the end goes on too long and they get bored. And I was like, how can you get bored? It's just the pace.
If you stick to movies that long in your life, and you got to watch The Loot, how are you complaining about the length of shapes?
Yeah.
If you stick to it that long to get to watch that film, that makes no sense, mate. That's weird.
No, it is weird. I was like, I don't understand what these people want out of a film. Like,
who gets bored of long shapes?
Pearls before swine is what it is.
I know. Yeah, but also, how long is this fucking film? They're all an hour and a half.
That's the kind of thing a Hollywood producer would say. Oh, there's too much fighting in this.
Yeah.
So we'll take some of it out. But not from someone who's supposed to be a fan. That's weird.
It is strange.
Yeah.
But no, it's just it's phenomenal how good it is, right? I mean, it's seriously good stuff. It's just I don't know what else to say really. It's just
good. Because David, he excelled in this. Because I mean, I'm not gonna I don't always mention TVs, but in a lot of TVs, his fighting was superb. But I think in this film here, I mean, David's always been good. Even I as an actor anyway, and I think his kung's still good. But a lot of people said that he done his best fighting like films in the Loot. So a lot of people, and Shining Mantis, those two films there, he really showed his full skills. Yeah.
I wonder to what extent maybe the fact that the choreography credits go to a couple of names that might not, be expected. I'm wondering if that might be the case. And I'm wondering if they're almost just like placeholders. Like, okay, you get the choreography credit, but it was actually David Chang and co who put it together.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know, but it does make me wonder sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah. Credits for these kind of films are almost a little bit, I don't know, they point you in the right direction maybe, but I don't know, they're not exactly set in stone because they seem such collaborative.
That's what I'm saying. But I think Philip might have done his own fights, I think, in this one.
Right.
Well, that style, that style he does, that's his thing, you see.
Yeah. The other thing to mention is this is the only other place in film, usually, unless you can correct me, Rodney, not TV, but in film, that you see David Chang do Mantis. So he does Mantis, and importantly, Monkey.
Yeah. I can't remember what else he done. He didn't do 86 Directions of the Boxing, did he? He didn't do Monkey in that, did he?
Don't know. I'd have to watch it again. But
that's quite good fighting for David as well.
He's really enjoying himself doing Monkey in this.
He is.
He loves it.
Well, and that's the thing. And that's the thing. He's fucking loving. He's loving the fact that he gets to be a fucking suave, fucking he's not being a fucking Lothario on the screen.
But that's David Chang, isn't it?
Yeah, well, half the time he is anyway, right? But to be fair, he's that way in early Shaw Brothers, right? Yeah. Early to mid Shaw Brothers, like 69 to 75.
Yeah, because even the early ones, you had pure carnage going on, and David's still laughing at everybody.
Yes, singing killer. Yeah.
He's still laughing at everyone.
Yeah.
It's funny. David Chang's been a real slow grower for me, I think, over there. Because I think for a while there, I wasn't quite on board with him, like because of that persona. I was like, because he's kind of like, kind of a bit of a dick sometimes, even when he's the hero. And it took me a while, but now he's really grown on me as a kind of screen presence, and he's someone I will check something out just because he's in it. Watching that fucking David Chang.
Because him in Boxer from Shantung, his character in that.
Fuck yeah.
Even when he was dying, he was still laughing.
Yeah.
But
also when he gets serious, he convinces you he's serious because it's like because it's because he is again he is in that Fu Sheng Jackie Chan kind of mold, right?
Yeah.
Before there was Fu Sheng, there was arguably there was David Chang, who was kind of not a buffoon, but a smiley kind of dude.
Smiley guy,
yeah.
But I'll tell you now, when you must have seen those David clips I put up. His TV fighting superb.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but this is a good example because he is fucking faultless in this.
Yes, really good in this.
And seeing him do good Mantis after Shaolin Mantis. And Monkey in particular, is a treat.
Yeah, and for him to keep up with Philip as well, and Kuan Yu Moon, those guys, he done well, man.
Yeah.
But because I always preferred David obviously as an actor, but it was just even better to see him doing proper shapes as well on top of that.
Yeah,
he's just one of my favorite actors, David.
He
just laughs at everybody.
I finally starting to understand it now, and also the other thing, this role, this like slightly more cynical, it's not a million miles away from some of the stuff Wang Yu does as well in some of his films. It's got a bit of that kind of flavor to it a bit.
Yeah.
Well, I think you're 100% right, because I think, and I don't think Wang Yu often pulled it off, was the kind of the dark humor.
Yeah, because he's a bit, he's slightly humorless, isn't he, Wang Yu?
Because Wang Yu's too mean, isn't he?
He's too mean,
right? Yeah. But I think there are a good amount of Wang Yu films where Wang Yu is aiming for what David Chang can do in Gallows Humor.
Do that,
but he just can't do it. So it just turns into nasty.
Yeah,
which is why we like.
Yeah, he just want to put a chair over your head, wouldn't he? Really?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but that's why we like Wang Yu, right?
Yeah,
we like Wang Yu because he's nasty.
Yeah.
But interesting, of course, that they both did the whole one-armed thing as well, right?
Yeah, and let's not forget how good a fucking job and how good a film the new one-armed boxer, the new one-armed swordsman is. Yeah.
What's funny about that? He actually went one-armed in one of his TV series.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, the Princess Cheng Peng. He actually lost an arm in that.
Oh,
yeah.
We're gonna need to do an YCHYFUS one-armed series, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
Because there's a lot of one-arm shit going
on. Also, I think what we might want to do at some point, and I don't know if this would be in this format or just some sort of kind of collaboration in terms of putting things in order, and because obviously Rodney's doing a bang-up job clipping TV shows and stuff like that. But I'd quite like to see as well, like, we need to aggregate all the info and put it in like chronological order and dates and which studios did this and which channels did it, and properly lay it out like in a book format or something, right? Because
I like that term, aggregate. I like that.
But because it's not
shape aggregate. I like that.
Shape aggregator. There we go. Because it's not because it's just not out there, right? Or at least it's not in English. So I think we do need like a proper Rodney, you need to write a book or something is what you want to do, or a website or something.
What the Ardennes Chronicles? Is that what you want?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Well, look, you got a published author right there, right?
Yeah.
Right there. There's a published author right there.
Dub selector, shapes aggregator. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that.
So anyway, I think
that was quite good. That was quite good freestyle there, Clive. That was good.
That was good. That was good shit. So I think we're agreed that the loot is well worth checking out.
Yes.
So just conscious that we need to move on to.
Yeah, no. I was just going to say one final thing about it. I was just going to say was the Eric Tsang of it all. Thinking about it, I suppose it does kind of make sense though, right? Because the sense I get of Eric Tsang, he's a little bit similar to Wong Jing in that way. Like, he seems to be someone who knows fucking everyone.
Yeah.
So I think that might be a key to it is like, even if you don't necessarily think of him as Mr. Shapes, like when he's making a film, he has access to everyone.
Yes, he has. I think he's quite a good creator, isn't he?
Yes, I think so. I think that's and he puts people together. He puts the right
and it works. And it works.
Yeah. But he is a stuntman as well. Right?
Yeah,
so let's not forget that his entry into the industry is as a stuntman, right?
That's
Which means he's in the mix with Sammo. He's
been there from the foundation.
Shaw Brothers. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So.
And he's made his connections, So I suppose it makes sense really that when he does turn his mind to this, he knows the right people to go to, and everything's everything's top notch in it really. Everything works, right? Everything's
that's right.
Yeah.
I mean, even Eric. I mean, even that one. That one of the Ip Man films with Anthony Wong. He had a really good fight scene in that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen Anthony Wong one yet. So
but Eric Tan does some really good kung in there.
Yeah.
Really good fight scene.
You don't see him do it that often, right? And obviously he's got a comical shape to him and everything.
And that style he was doing, I can't remember the style, but you hardly see that style in film. Do you remember the technique he was doing? I forgot what it was called, but you don't really see that style much. So that was even better to see that. Yeah.
It's a Herman Yao film as well, isn't it? I think.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good film. That one.
Yeah. And then
I've been waiting until that comes on Netflix for free, or Amazon Prime for free, and it hasn't happened yet. So
they're worth a look. They're worth a look.
Well, you could have had a word with me on that one, mate. I could have.
Oh no, I know. But I'm not going to ask for that when I know the other stuff you've got. I could ask you for. So
the other stuff. Okay, yeah.
I'm just saying.
The hopping stuff. Yeah.
I'm not gonna waste.
Yeah. There's priorities here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then at the very, very, very end, I noticed this time there's a piece of music, and it sounded exactly exactly like the music from the Goonies. I remember as well.
Okay.
As like right at the end, it sounded like that when the Fratelli family or whatever are chasing the kids around.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's neither here nor there. The Rebellious Reign.
Now we're fucking talking, aren't we?
Well,
Yes.
Now we're talking.
Before we get into this one, I wanted to ask. Actually, I just off air I said to Darren I wasn't gonna bring this up, but now I decided I will anyway. Just because I'm wondering if Rodney might know a bit more about. What do you know about the Kung Fu Robber films?
Do you mean the projects and stuff? You mean?
Yeah. What's all that about then? Who are they? What's
really
their remit then? Let's put it that way.
I think they just do like the fan made, their own project sort of thing.
Yeah, because I saw a Kung Fu Robber presentation of this. Fell off the back of a lorry, obviously. But so their thing is to like present the best version of certain select
films,
titles, right?
Yeah, because this actual upgrade quality goes. It's a better copy, right, on a Chinese streaming site,
right?
So, and then obviously got around. Obviously, I was one of the first to actually post a clip of that. But then obviously he went and done the project and obviously put the subs on it.
Right,
he's done quite a good job on it as well. Yeah. But I think there's projects that are just fan made projects, really.
So this is the one you watched as well. This version. Yeah. So do we know because I just stumbled across I think this, and I might have another couple of titles, but whenever I find them, they're always fucking massive. They're like 20 gigabyte files.
Yeah.
But do we have any idea of how many titles they've done or how many they've got to? Or
I'm not actually sure, but I think he's done quite a few.
Right.
He's done quite a few. But I think he has a page somewhere. I saw he's got he's on Facebook.
Okay.
I think he might have a website, but I don't really know personally because I think the projects, I'm always sort of stuck in my own lane, and so I don't really know about the other projects and stuff, but I think he's done quite a few.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. That's ringing a bell now. Because I'm on Facebook with someone who does this sort of project, but I always thought it was physical media.
No, these are he just does his own thing, doesn't he? I think he sell them.
Could be a different dude. Yeah. Should we give him a shout out or not?
Well, I don't know. Hello, Kung Fu Robber. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a bang up job though. Slight tangent. Then the other person who does some stuff on Facebook is there's a guy who does very, very limited physical media runs of Indonesian exploitation films. Do you know this guy?
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to look him up and send you the link. He comes up. He's he's around like those sites, like the. He must have popped up on one of the IFD things or something like that.
Oh, I didn't know about the Indonesian stuff.
Yeah, he puts out every now and again. He just puts up a thing saying, "Oh, available," and they're like a really limited run, and they're gone straight away. I don't know if he but he puts 50 of them something. But basically, he puts out just nice little handcrafted kind of DVD sets.
Yeah, but there's loads of Indonesians now. They want a lot of them in HD now. Loads of them.
Yeah. No, I think he's going for the more obscure stuff, and I don't know if he's put up much in the way of a lot of action and exploitation and horror and stuff like that.
Yeah. But I do like some of those. Yeah, there's quite a lot. There's the actor. No, there's the Barry Prima ones. George Rudy.
Barry Prima, yeah.
And what's that other guy called Advent? I think his name's Advent Bungan. Advent. He's another martial artist.
I don't know him.
He does some good. He does some good Mondays as well in Indonesian moderns.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, really good fighting. Yeah, because I found a page on Daily Motion that had loads of them on there. I was looking at.
Right. Yes, I think I know what you're talking about it. Yeah.
That's
I've not even heard of half of them.
That sounds like a side project.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, there's a lot of Indonesian stuff, I think, if you go sifting through.
Yeah, but I think that's a rabbit hole. I don't know if I want to go down that one, to be honest.
Oh,
I'm busy. I didn't even go out of the last one that I'm in.
but there's some
In fact,
fun stuff like what's the Revenge of Ninja, right? That one from the 80s. It's like Ratno Timo one. That's quite fun.
nice. Indonesian one.
Yeah, Revenge of Ninja as opposed to Revenge of the Ninja.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
That's quite good. It's funny as well, you watch it, and I'm pretty sure it's my theory is it's cash in on Ninja 3 The Domination.
Oh, nice.
What with Lucinda Dickey?
Yeah.
And breakdance.
Yeah. Which is one of my favorites. I fucking love Ninja 3 The Domination.
Yeah. That was quite funny, that film.
Brilliant. Anyway, we're not talking about that. We're talking Rebellious Reign.
Rebellious Reign. R.I.P. Choi Siu-keung.
Yes, rest in peace. Again. Yeah.
So this is Fang Shang at the helm of this one.
Yeah.
Again from Lowe's.
Too much. Yeah,
again.
Choreography by Alan Choi-jung-sang.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting, actually. I got quite into, because of the last film and this one, and he's in this one as well, of course, and doing a bang-up job. I was like, I should pay more attention to this fella, I think. And the one that jumps out to me, you've probably both seen this, but I've never seen it, just because it's a fucking great title, and apparently it's solid in terms of action. Tough Beauty and the Sloppy Slop. That's one of his directorial efforts, right?
No, of course I've seen it, because it's got Sloppy Slop in the title. So,
yeah.
You know,
that's the young one.
As you all know, that's my jam. So, you know.
Yes, that's the young Biao film, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah, I think Cynthia Khan's in that and Billy Chow.
It's actually not that good, but it's fine. But you know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I've seen that. I haven't seen Tough Beauty. I've seen the porn rip Beauty and this and the Sloppy Seconds. Of course, it's not that one.
That one. Oh, that version. Oh, okay.
I am still frothing at the mouth to do a porn YCHYFUS special like that, but you need to provide the films.
Yeah, well, yeah. Kung Fu Cockfighter, Ghoul Sex Squad, what's it, Mindfuck we could do.
Yeah,
there's a few. And actually, it's an area that we do need to explore, because we talked about it a little bit, and Toby was explaining some stuff about it as well, like particularly in Taiwan, right? It was and it's southern Taiwan as well, specifically, was where they prepared these versions with inserts, right, of different films.
Well, like Seven Commandments of Kung Fu. Is Seven Commandments of Kung Fu? There's a version.
No, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, there is.
Yeah, I don't know any of this. Yeah, it's new to me. I don't know any.
Again, this is another thing that demands a dub selector, shapes aggregator list, I think, of it's probably more out there than we realize, right?
Yeah. Okay. Probably a lot more.
So it's a 3-hour joint, not an hour and a half joint. And needs a bit of preparation.
Well, I think we need a bit of work. I think. Yeah.
Okay. It's coming in the not immediate, but not too distant future.
Yeah.
So anyway, yes, Rebellious, like we
Rebellious
said, Frankie Chan raiding his record cabinet again.
Is he doing his old copy and paste? Is he?
Yeah, I noticed a few Bond themes and maybe something that sounded like they were from some Hollywood westerns or something. But this one is notable because this is I mean, R.I.P. Norman Tsui, obviously, but R.I.P. a very fucking long time ago died at the young age of 54. Fung, aka Jimmy Lee, right? And
fucking hell, yes.
This is probably his. This is the one, right? If you're interested in Jimmy Lee, this is
Jimmy Lee. Yeah, because he didn't do many lead roles, did he?
No, he's always
I think
like about to the background, isn't he?
Yeah, I think Wiley Match. He was the lead in that one. Wiley Match.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and I think
Four Hands of Death, maybe.
Yeah. What's that one? Big Boss of Shanghai. He wasn't the star, but he was like
he was in it.
the lead with Chen Kun Tai, wasn't he?
Yeah. And it's interesting. I found another credit of his as well. So if you look at his credits on Hong Kong Movie Database, they kind of tail off a little bit in the mid-90s. There's like a gap when he wasn't in anything.
Yeah.
But for the other show that we do when we're doing all the Joe D'Amato films, he's in a Joe D'Amato film shot in Hong Kong in the early 80s.
Really?
Yeah, called Love in Hong Kong. It's like a Joe D'Amato sex film, and Jimmy Lee's in it. I just expect that. Yeah.
But he's a lot of triad, like playing a triad, like a gang boss.
Yeah.
Okay. I know you've
he's really nasty. He's really nasty in them films as well. He's quite a good villain, actually. That guy.
Yeah.
But he was the lead in this film. He's really he had that villain face, didn't he?
Yeah. When he wants to, he can look a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite nasty.
Yeah. So I know you've done it on another show, Clive.
Right.
But can Love in Hong Kong be segued into the porn special?
Well, there's no hardcore in it, although oddly enough, most of the female leads in it, and they're all like European, they have done hardcore, and it's a very choppily edited film. So I wouldn't be surprised if if you can find a hardcore cut of Love in Hong Kong, I would be quite happy to talk about it again. But as far as I know, we did this softcore version. And Jimmy Lee doesn't get involved in any of the shenanigans.
No.
He does snog someone. That's about as close as he gets to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this is although this is a Choi Soo-keun kind of joint, and we spent a lot of time talking about David Chiang.
Yeah.
In the previous film, and we are naturally going to be talking quite a lot about Jimmy Lee in this film.
That's right. Yeah.
This is Jimmy Lee's film, right?
I mean, look at that intro for that. That's one of the best intros ever for a film.
Fucking hell,
beginning. Yeah. That fight scene was this. I mean, it went on for like 5 minutes. It was just superb.
Yeah.
Great start to a film, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is. It sets the tone, and it's funny because it's one of those films. I think this is a bit more of a laid-back vibe in terms of it starts off strong like that, but then the actual intrigue of it, and this it's like a proper story which isn't interrupted with that much action, but then brings it again at the end. But you've been absorbed. It's like a film you should sit back and relax and concentrate.
Relax. Yeah. If you think about it, I think like Norman, I'm sure he only fights once in this film.
Yeah. He's not. There's not even a big showdown really at the end, is there?
Yeah. It's just but he doesn't fight at the end, does he? He just turns up.
No.
He has his little scrap with in Jimmy earlier.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter because his character's so great in it. He didn't need to fight, did he? Really? Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Kwan Young Moon again as well, who I noticed now on the Hong Kong Movie Database, is now credited as Best Kwan Young Moon. That's his new name.
I did see that. Yeah, but he's known as the Mad Korean, doesn't he? That's what he's known as.
Right.
Yeah, but why is it best? Is best a word in Korean, or
I have no idea, mate.
Is there another
rival Kwan Young Moon?
Yeah, I don't know. Because I saw a video of him. I think he had a YouTube channel. And
really,
that guy's proper nuts, mate. There's a bit when he's
I
think he's in the limo, isn't he?
Hang on, the actual Kwan Young Moon,
the real
has got his own
the best one, the best
one. Yeah, best one. He had a YouTube channel. There's some crazy stuff on there, mate.
I am into subscribing to that YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and look for that. Hopefully it's still there. I saw that for years.
Yeah. On the same topic, Silvio Azzolini, right, from the Ninja Final Duo.
Oh yeah.
And so Robert I. Silvio and Mafia vs Ninja. He has his own YouTube channel.
All right.
Which I subscribe to, and it's all him doing drum covers of just like metal songs.
Oh, really?
And it is him. It's not another Sylvia.
It's actually him. That's mad.
He's just playing. It's just him playing the drums to like Smoke on the Water, and
that's brilliant.
Also in this film, we have Lee Kwan as the probably named Rudolph.
Yeah. Are you going to argue with Lee Kwan about being called Rudolph?
But I'm just I was quite thrown. I was quite thrown. It's what's that one? And there was some.
It's quite random, isn't it?
There was some old school film I remember you on about years ago, Darren, where it had like 3 brothers in it, and they're called like Barry, Gary, and Larry.
Rudolph, that's brilliant.
Yeah. I mean, my takeaway from this, right? So my takeaway from Rebellious Reign kind of remains the same from the first time I saw it, because there was like back in the 90s, there was this kind of mystique around Rebellious Reign.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And there was some sort of Bruce Lee thing. Maybe it was written for Bruce Lee.
It was originally, apparently,
Originally for him, that was the talk, wasn't it? Yeah. The traditional film he was planned to make. I think that was going to be that would be quite mad, wouldn't it, with Bruce, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But it's like you switch it on. It's got it, and it's early, right? It's an early adopter of the, the later popular. Shaven heads from that.
That's right.
Boxer era. No, it's not
boxer era.
So everyone's got like the shaven heads, as in Once Upon a Time in China, right?
Yeah.
But it's just fucking quality the whole way through.
Yeah, it's a good historical drama as well as a good kung fu film, right?
And that's what I mean.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because this film didn't need loads of fighting, to be honest.
No,
it didn't need it. No. Because I just love this. I just love the tension between the princes.
Yeah.
It's a real settle down. And it's the film I'd like to watch again. I'd like to smoke a spliff and watch this film and just sink into it now.
Thinking, because who's the other prince? What was his name? The other, not Norman, the other prince. What's that actor's name?
Oh yeah. I don't know. I didn't, because he's only
Lee Gang. Lee Gang, apparently.
The one who looks like a little kid.
He does,
yeah.
Because obviously there's obviously tension between him and Norman, and obviously the dad, because he goes, did he give him some mice? And he goes, he killed them.
Yeah, so he killed the mice, which is why he
so then he goes,
prince.
He's not good enough to take over for me, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But
that's the thing. Is and you don't see this. You don't see this in the 80s, but you see it in the kind of early 70s. So this seems like a kind of a holdover or an updating of your Chang-Che blood brothers. And your kind of your kind of high intrigue partially films,
But what's crazy about even like Jimmy Lee, obviously he's the lead character, but then he kind of turned a bit dark, didn't he? He gets like quite ambitious and gets quite arrogant, and early on he was being sarcastic to Norman, wasn't he? Like straight away when he met him. He'd be really sarky to him, and he kept doing it when he got promoted.
And also the other thing as well, sometimes these films are a little bit difficult to follow. Like there's a lot of upfront, there's an exposition dump. Like there's like back in the timeline and the prince did this and then his son did this and blah, 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 blah. And you're like, what? And then it starts, and I don't know who anyone is, but it doesn't matter usually, because But in this, it's very easy to follow.
He was, because a lot of them it's about status, isn't it? Status and promotion and standing out, and You know, like
it helps if
it's
you
funny.
know a little bit about the history sometimes as well. You get a bit more out of it, or you understand what someone wearing this costume means, or that costume means. Or
That's what I mean.
This is very, very easy to follow, very easy.
Very
to
well done as well.
Yeah.
And things, and when there was a fight, it was excellent.
Yeah.
You know, there were loads
yeah.
of them, but when they did appear,
Yeah,
it was great.
But there's enough as well. There are enough fights.
Enough fights.
You know?
And
also,
sorry, carry on, carry on.
No, you go.
No, but I'm saying, obviously, look at that ending. It was like a war, wasn't it? That's not even an end fight. That's a war. That end bit.
Well, that's the thing. That's like a
good build up.
That's like a Chang chair ending, right?
Yeah.
It's all fucking slow-mo. It's all fucking guts ripped out.
Yeah.
It's all, you know.
But I must say, when I first saw this film, though, it did hit me a bit because obviously I wasn't used to, you know, the actual lead wasn't going to make it. And that kind of hit me. Because you know at the ending when he was fighting and more men kept jumping down, and I thought, hold up, he's not going to make this, is he? I remember watching that, thinking that. Because more men kept jumping down, didn't they? When he was like,
he was going down.
So you must have first seen this when you were quite young, then, for it to have been
quite young. So obviously that wasn't normal. It's not a normal film for me to watch, is it? As a kung fu movie, really, is it? Yeah.
Yeah. Just to go back a little bit to we were talking about Darren. You mentioned it must have been early to mid 90s, and because the thing is, I think you and me were both introduced to this film the way it was presented at that time. But I can't remember who was it. Was it a made in Hong Kong or an Eastern Heroes video release?
Neither, I don't think. I don't think it was neither.
But I remember it kind of being.
There was a buzz about it. There was definitely a buzz about it.
So it was either someone put it.
I don't remember it coming out.
It might be because of the write-up in the Eastern Heroes book, maybe. Maybe that's
yeah. There's always been a buzz about this film. It's always been looked at as a.
But it's interesting. So I was trying to figure out, because in a way I can see it being lost in the mix for people who are maybe into something a bit more wall-to-wall fighting, right? But so I was just wondering if because for instance, I remember something like when Snake Deadly Act came out on VHS, for example, there was the hook, like, well, no one's seen this fucking thing for years.
No one's seen it,
remembered it and all that. So I was trying to figure out, like, did Rebellious Reign have some? I seem to remember it had I can kind of see the video box, but I was wondering because it wouldn't have been like Late Night Collection or something, but it had some sort of hook, but I can't remember what it was.
I think the cover was because obviously the cover it didn't really look like a. You would have thought it was like a drama if you saw that if you saw that original cover for it.
Right.
You know, I think this film was just a different kind of movie. Obviously, if you watch loads of regular kung fu films and you see this one, it's something different. You know, and
the cover, the one I've got, and it's dodgy. So the DVD that I've got is dodgy, which is the Choi Soo-keung with the fan, and Jimmy Lee just going at him.
Yeah.
And that's the cover of the DVD.
Yeah.
But I don't remember this getting a legit release.
I might be misremembering it then. I don't know, but it definitely does have a cachet to it, right? It is like one of those things that you're led to see relatively early on. We were like, oh, you got to see Rebellious Reign in the same way.
Yeah.
You got to see Secret Rivals or something. Or...
Yeah, I think there was an article in Eastern Heroes about this.
Maybe.
I think that might be the thing. I think that might be Eastern Heroes or one of the martial arts magazines.
Yeah, I can't remember who put this out. I can't remember. Someone must have put this out back then. I can't remember. I actually can't remember.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
I think there was a buzz about it before it came.
It's definitely got a good review in the Eastern Heroes book, and then maybe it might have had quite a striking photo alongside it or something like that. But reason, and it 5 swords or fists or whatever.
That's what I mean, because you know this story, is it the same story in Lady Assassins? Is it the same story, isn't it?
Don't know.
I think it is.
And after
it's actually the same story.
Yeah. Well, what was I was racking my brains and I was too lazy and also in hospital to go back and look. But this links up with some of the stuff we were doing in Shore School, Clive, with the Fourth Prince editing the document.
Yeah, the will. Yeah,
that gives him. So where were we at on that? And I didn't have a chance to.
I can't remember, but yes, you might be right there.
Yeah, there's a historical element to this.
Yeah, and to Rodney's point, I mean, I'm gonna have to check out Lady Assassin again now. But yeah, it could be, you know, a well-worn bit of real history that is
there,
for a few stories.
Yeah,
that's right. Because I can't remember. Was he the 14th? Who was the 14th prince? Was that Norman? Was he the 14th or the 4th?
He's either the 14th or the 4th, wasn't he? I can't
remember.
I
think So either way, he was the one that shouldn't have been the emperor, but he became the emperor because he doctored a document. Basically, that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah.
But I think everyone kind of knew that he was bad news. Everyone kind of knew it, didn't they?
Yeah.
That's the tricky thing. See, sometimes it's because this stuff has never really been presented to us. It's not been curated properly, right? It's just chucked out there, right? So sometimes you get a film which is totally, you know, by the historical record, and then you got something else which is totally fucking made up. You've got no idea which is which, right? Unless you know your onions and you study history.
That's right.
And then there's some cunt called Rudolph in it. So that
but what I like about this, really like about this film is all of the fighting is top notch, world class. All of the acting is the same. And it's one of the few films outside of maybe, as I was discussing earlier, Blood Brothers, something like that, that actually gets you to be interested in the palace drama.
That's part, because I liked even when his own men started to question him.
Yeah,
like they were saying, "Oh yeah, he's getting a bit too confident now. He's getting a bit too ambitious."
But it really gets you into the plot, doesn't it? So it gets you into the palace intrigue, which usually is the one that kills a kung fu film.
That's what I'm saying. But I like when Norman was like, when he's downgrading him. He was And then Jimmy was just there laughing at it, and he was getting Norman even angrier.
Yeah, like a give a fuck.
Yeah. He just started laughing, didn't he?
I hadn't thought about it before, but now that we're talking about it as well, a bit of an unlikely candidate wouldn't have made immediately pop out as being this. But if you think about it, actually, this might be a little bit of a gateway drug for someone getting into Fu, right? Because it is a good historical drama as well. So someone who doesn't normally watch martial arts films, they could enjoy this, and then
they could do,
Well, you'd have to be coming from the kind of Cadfael direction, wouldn't you, for this?
Yeah.
You know, you'd have to be someone coming from. Well, I like films about medieval political intrigue.
But obviously, when I was young, I was like, the ending kind of freaked me out. I was like, what? So what? He's dead? I was like, I wasn't used to seeing that. It's just, it's not like your regular shows where they kind of die in a sort of like the Chang-Cheh way.
No, that's the thing.
But this way felt different.
Well, that's the thing. It's because it's a historical character. He can't die, right? He can't die because he's part of history. So
that's what I'm saying. But the way Norman was laughing at the end. Because he won, didn't he? The bad guy won. It's just
for sure.
Because even in some of the Venom's ones, the lead might die, but the villain dies as well. But in this one, Norman was laughing.
Going on.
And he got away with it, But like I was saying, that end fight is one of the best, man.
So there we go. Another thumbs up all round, I think, for the Rebellious Reign. Film that often, I don't know why, in listings, whenever you look it up, it loses the definitive article for some reason, but it's there on the print. It's The Rebellious Reign. Sorry, small thing, but these things bug me. It's the Driller Killer. Driller Killer. I'd get it right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Return of the Deadly Blade, 1981.
Now you're talking.
I'm going to be very curious what you lads think about this one, because I had a weird kind of roundabout thing where I had a very high opinion of this in my memory. I was like, oh yeah, Return of the Deadly Blade. Fuck yeah, that's a bit of a classic, that is. And then I watch it, and definitely lots of interesting things. We'll get to that, but also kind of a fucking hot mess in a lot of ways as well. And I was thinking, that's odd. So then I checked out my old review, and I was like, oh yeah, in the first place, I thought it was quite a compromised hot mess, but my memory of it was being fab.
Yeah.
So I was kind of surprised to go back and find out that it's actually quite compromised in lots of ways.
Yeah,
but it's got such good things in it.
I mean, look at the beginning. Wang Jianli straight away.
Yes.
And then he went.
Yeah.
That's probably the quickest cameo of Wang Jianli ever.
Yeah.
It's literally like 5 seconds, maybe, something that he's on screen.
Yeah, because he's fighting with the double rings, isn't he? Yeah. It's a really good fight as well.
To be fair, I'll defend that, because I think that's really good titillation, right? So I think seeing Wang Jianli in the opening segment says, "Ooh, hang on,
yeah.
There's someone who can fight as good as Wang Jianli,
yeah.
who's in the lineage of the fucking magic bullshit fucking MacGuffin malarkey."
Yeah, he must have had a free morning that day for while we.
He just literally got like fucking oi, Wang, come here.
Yeah, you got to spare 2 hours, mate.
Yeah. 2 hours, 10 minutes.
That's
Wang,
right.
do some kicks with some of these rings on your hands.
Yeah, that's a really good fight.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Double ring does also sound as well, though, like a very complicated surgical procedure if you're having bowel problems or something. You get the double ring installed.
Yeah.
But no, but it is an odd. I do wonder what the story behind that was. If it was, like you said, just he was hanging about, or because
he's quite a big name to have a cameo like that.
Well, but I'm just thinking that in 1981, though, would his name have, because obviously in fandom you'd have had people who knew what he was, but like, I don't know, would he have been a big enough name like for regular folks to sell a movie on, having on in the corner in a box plus Wang Jianli or something like that? I don't know.
No, I think Wang Jianli he was selling point anyway. I mean, look how many films he was in playing the villain.
Yeah, I suppose it's just this doesn't feel like a film necessarily aimed at. This seems like it. For a start, well, we should bring up. It's clearly, and doing a good job of it in some ways. It's an independent trying to do what Shaw Brothers does.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, but without that infrastructure. But in terms of overall, like, quality of the production, it's a handsome looking production, I would say.
I mean,
it's really good fighting as well. Really
good.
Yeah.
Really good.
I mean, we're in. So where we're at is we're in Buddha's Palm. We're in Holy Flame of the Martial World. That's the kind of vibe we are aiming for.
Yeah. Well, interesting that you say that, because the director Taylor Wong starts off in TV.
Yeah.
I think gets this gig, and then obviously Shaw paid attention because he gets the gig of Buddha's Palm like the following year, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But he's got quite big stars in this film, though.
Yeah.
For an independent film, you know, it's got a big cast.
Yeah, and let's not forget, it's Ching Siu Tong on the choreography.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
But I don't think in the fight, I don't think he went too crazy.
No.
With it. It's quite grounded. Some of the fights.
Yeah.
It's not like they're not like hovering everywhere around the place. You would have thought for this kind of movie, you know, but they're not.
It's clearly it's clearly a bit of a dry run though, as well, isn't it? Like him and Norman, they perfect it with Duel to the Death, right? After this is a bit of a workout for that, I think.
Yeah.
That kind of
stuff. Well, I think there are a few films that are a workout for that.
But specifically, I mean those two, Norman and Ching Siu Tong working together, you know. Speaking as well about like why is it such a good-looking film, and I'm wondering again because we were talking about this with Eric Chang being good at putting people together. I think if I remember correctly, again difficult to find the credits. I think David Chang, as well as being in it, I think he's lurking somewhere here, like executive producer, associate something.
Oh,
so I reckon that might account for. Yeah, again, getting all these good people together.
Big people, yeah.
Because he
I mean,
everyone as well.
It accounts for a certain amount of people, but, you know, where's Yung Pan Pan coming from? Right? So where's the Taiwan connection? Right? So where's Yung Pan Pan? Where's Bruce Leung coming from? Because he's in there.
Yeah, that was quite a mad cameo, wasn't it?
Yeah. And Mars is in there as well.
Yeah,
Loli.
a cameo,
Yeah, well, Loli will come to an opening of an envelope, as we know. And do a fucking good job of opening it. By the way.
Right.
And as well, not to forget Mitra King as the god of fire, chucking fireballs around as well.
Yeah. And I must say, Karata's character is quite funny in this film.
Oh, fucking love Karata.
Karata was really good in this.
Yeah, he's so playboy, isn't he, in this one?
Yeah, it's just the dubbing, the things he was saying in it was mad. Yeah. He was really sarcastic as well, wasn't he? Yeah.
Because it's like Karata went into a Taoist ritual to channel a god, to channel like the fucking Monkey King or Kuan Yin or something, but ended up with Leslie Phillips.
Yeah.
And it's hello. Rada.
Yeah, that voice is funny, like. It's quite funny, his character, but
fucking great. Yeah.
So it's also co-written by Cho Yen as well, right?
There you go, look at that.
Who directed a whole bunch of other films based on Gulong stories. So this is a Gulong story. So that's like straight away you're going to be, well, I'm not going to understand what the fuck's going on in this film. It's like, so Norman Tsui, who isn't in it that much, but he's cool in it because he has a flying fucking wooden wheelchair.
Yeah, he's seated in this one, isn't he?
So he defeats Double Ring Huang Zhang in the opening scene. He goes into hiding, and then it turns out that and then David Chang thinks that he's the son of the Huang Zhang Li character.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and he pretends to be the Deadly Blade, re-emerge from hiding to flesh out the real one.
Real one. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah. The bit that's confusing, though, is the Karata character. So Karata character is some sort of playboy, and then there's a very minor character played by, who is it? Someone I didn't recognize. Oh, Yung Cha Lam thinks that Karata raped his missus, right?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I've got to do it again. I think that guy's a TV guy.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because I didn't know him too much from
in there. Yeah, he's a TV guy.
Oh, really okay, cool. That's good to know. So he sends out all these assassins to go after Karata, right? And there's that. And then for some reason, Flora Cheng plays the moon goddess. And at that point, I don't really know what's going on anymore or why it's going on. Really.
However,
but it gets to a stage, but you think You know when you lose when you lost the plot, but then you kind of give up, but then you still watch
it.
Oh no,
you just got to let it all flow over you,
and you don't complain either.
No. It's fun. Don't get me wrong.
You just accept it, don't you?
But it seems almost like it's so close to being. If it made it's, I tell you what it reminded me of more than anything else was, it was almost like someone had taken a TV series and chopped it down into a feature, and all bits of subplots missed. That's what it felt like to me.
Yeah. That's true. Actually, that's a good point. Yeah. But it's just, but I think this film, the amount of cast in this film, how big, and this film is highly spoken about, isn't it?
Yeah, no one talks about this.
No one talks about this film.
I feel like it was back in the day, because again, my memories might be playing tricks with me, but like Rebellious Reign, I get the feeling that this was a film that you had to see. I seem to remember it. Return of the Deadly, like I seem to remember it in that way. Maybe I'm remembering.
Yeah, maybe.
But a lot of people used to talk about Wong Jan Lee, but then they thought, well, hold up, he's not in the rest of the film.
Yeah.
The big talk that fight. Because obviously anything with Wong Jan Lee was discussed back then, but the fact that he done that big good cameo, and that was it. Everyone was like, what?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, this film doesn't really get spoken. I mean, I talk about even now. Obviously, like on socials now, this film doesn't get mentioned at all.
No.
Really. And it's got a great cast and it's quite good fighting. But like you said, the story is a bit up and down, but it does feel like there's a lot of stuff missing.
Yeah, and the ending is super abrupt as well, right? It's just like, it's finished, is it? Like,
So just so the viewers know, the ending has to do with magnets, the moon, a wooden wheelchair that's now fake, and flying into the moon.
A lot going on.
That's the ending of the film.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, mate.
And no spoilers.
It's a sign of how confusing the film is. Darren told you all that. You can't spoil it. You still don't know what's going on.
No. But it's an accurate representation of what happens.
Oh, absolutely. You're quite right. All those things do happen.
That's the thing. You can't really spoil what you don't understand, can you?
So, it's all about magnets.
Yeah,
and the moon.
Also, some nice bit of spaghetti western sounding soundtrack to the start.
Music. Yeah. That Bruce Lang fight was good.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah.
I mean, fuck all to do with anything, but that's fine.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. And that's the thing.
He must have been free that afternoon as well.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like
there's a lot of days off in this film, isn't there? I was giving him a call.
But what it was, Wang Zhang he worked on it, and I see Wang, and he went off to lunch, and he bumped into Bruce Lang at Dunkin' Donuts or something.
Have you seen David?
He's making a film down the road. Right? Is he? I'll go and have a look.
Let's say hello to David.
Take some donuts.
Wang, do you want to put some rings on your fingers and then? Go on then.
They're probably wrong another actor, and if he didn't pick up, it probably gets diverted back to someone else. Whoever picks up the phone, mate. Yeah.
But Lo Lee as well. It's like Lo Lee's in this for fucking 5 minutes, but it's fucking glorious.
Yeah.
Let us not forget as well. I mean, like we said, there's a lot going on in this film. It's easy to miss stuff, and we would be amiss not to mention the water skiing ninjas.
Yes. Right. Yeah, there are water ninjas in this.
Yeah. And that was very Duel to the Death Ninja, the final duel.
There's a lot in this film.
Yeah, it's 81. Yeah.
There's a lot going on. Yeah.
Also, I'm just thinking to bring it back to the whole reason we did this podcast, which is Norman Tsui. He's doing an amazing job in all 3 films.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
In a way, maybe we picked films that hadn't that absolutely showcased him amazingly well.
Amazingly, yeah.
But that he wasn't kind of front and center at.
Front center. It wasn't the main lead, or
Right.
It shows quite how versatile he was as well.
Yeah.
As an actor as well. Yeah.
But it also highlights how few films he was front and center at.
Yeah.
So he wasn't often, maybe due to the death, he wasn't often a main protagonist.
That's what I mean, yeah. He wasn't He was like a sort of second lead or co-star, but he wasn't as by himself, a proper lead. But he didn't need to be a lot of the time. You know?
Yeah.
No, Norman's good, man.
I'm glad we got to do a little something to, a little bit late, like we said, but yeah, they're definitely very deserving of being honored. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, across these three, I mean, this hell of a triple bill. Fucking hell.
Who actually picked these three? Was it you?
Can't remember.
Yes, Clive.
Was it?
No, it was Clive. Yeah, you did. Yeah.
But like I said, we could have picked another three and had to. And of course, if you are this is highly unlikely that anyone watching this hasn't seen Duel to the Death. But if you haven't seen Duel to the Death, I mean, just go straight. Do not stop. Do not whatever the fuck. I haven't played Monopoly in years. I can't remember what you do.
Yeah.
But don't just go.
Do not pass go.
Yeah, there we go. Straight to Duel to the Death. Because
no distractions with that one, straight in.
Yeah, and that is Norman. Like
that is he's great. Even his acting in that was great as well.
Hell of a film as well. I mean,
great film. Is that one with the talking head in a tree and it explodes?
That's the one.
Mental.
Eddie Cole.
But you could have said, that's the funny thing is you could have said that, but you could also have said, isn't that the one with the giant? Like, there's so many things in that.
Yeah, isn't that one with the giant ninja that's actually
there's a giant, wasn't there?
Yeah, and they split it. Yeah, that's got even more going on than Return of the Deadly Blade.
Even the Casanova, that mad cameo from him. And you don't even see him die, do you?
He's just in the marketplace, isn't he?
Just when he looked up and he saw about 100 more ninjas and thought, well, that's it. I'm going to make it.
But it's interesting to make the comparison as well, though, because I think that's like I'm saying, I'm not down on Return of the Deadly Blade because it's fun, but I'm just saying, if you do that, but you also make it coherent, you get Duel to the Death, which is I mean, Deadly Blade's fun, but it's no Duel to the Death, right?
No, to the Death. It's a different level. Yeah.
But I think what we're saying throughout this, and Norman Tsui has been a supporting, if not core main character in the films that we've seen. I think that I think one of the reasons that we haven't managed to actually highlight, as you would Sam or Bruce Lee or anyone else, is that Choi Siu-kung is just arrives at a fucking film set and is just Choi Siu-kung.
Right?
He's just got his face, he's got his skills, he just arrives at the film set. And sometimes he's supporting.
Good. He's always good, man.
And that's the thing. And
that's the thing. He does his thing, doesn't he, Norman? He does it. He does enough. He does enough.
He's a safe pair of hands. But also, if he gets the chance to excel, as in a Duel to the Death or something, he can bring it as well. That's the thing, right?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Well, I mean, regardless of Duel to the Death, he's excelled at every one of the three films that we've discussed.
Yes.
It's just that they haven't been Duel to the Death, right?
Yeah. He's like, I don't know what it is. He's like, he's not a show off, is he?
No.
He just quietly gets on with it. And then, unfortunately, it takes him dying for us to maybe pay attention.
Yeah.
I should send you that roving swordsman with him.
Yeah,
I should show you the fights for that. He's really good at that. He's quite cocky as well, his character.
Yeah. Well, maybe when we stick this up on the Facebook or the social media.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to stick a link to a fight somewhere, or your Instagram.
Yeah, I'll give you a little link on that one. Yeah. But I noticed something, because obviously, I've done that tribute for him, didn't I?
Yeah.
It took about, how long was it? About half an hour? Yeah, but check this out. On my Instagram, it shows the running time people watch it at.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you've got this attention span now of the public now, yeah? So that's a 30-minute clip. Check how many seconds it was the most viewed at. 27 seconds.
We gotta work harder at this, people. Come on,
man.
Yeah.
But where's the love? Where's the love for Norman? Come on, what? 20 seconds, 27 seconds you only gave the man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I don't normally check that sort of stuff on my videos, but I was a bit pissed off for that, because come on, it's Norman, man.
Yeah.
You couldn't give the man a minute. You couldn't give the man a minute.
Yeah. So let's advertise here, right? That when someone has put some work into promoting a kung fu film, a kung fu superstar, a kung fu genre, that maybe we give them some time. Yeah. Just like, give us some respect.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even about
give
me.
the star some respect.
It's just for Norman, for what he's done for the genre. You can't even watch it for a minute. Now, obviously, the real fans watched it, but it's just like, where are these other fans? Come on, 27 seconds. Come on, man. Very disappointing, mate. It's very disappointing. In fact, I actually worked it out. You know, when Liu Sang passed, so I've done one for Lily. I've done one for Lily and Liu Sang and Norman. And I actually looked at the ratio of the viewing times. All three of them didn't even make a minute.
Yeah. We owe them more than a minute.
You owe them more than a minute. Yeah. I'm sorry to make the tone quite serious here, but it's just that.
It's a valid point. It's a valid point.
No. I think you're right. I think
they deserve those three deserve more than a minute. Come on.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say on that one. Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right. I think that if you think about the amount of takes that any of the scenes that you posted took to actually get on screen.
I'm saying,
right? Be that a TV, be that on celluloid, right?
Yeah.
Right. There's people that spent fucking months of their lives on this shit. Right.
I mean, his whole life, he gave his whole life to for our entertainment.
But also literally broke bones. Right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So if you're into it, then give it some time. Yeah. If you're not into it, then you didn't get this far, and we're not fucking talking to you anyway.
Yeah.
Right. So, but if you're into it, maybe give it some fucking time.
Give it some time, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I'm not asking you to watch the whole half hour, but come on.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Just give it more than 27 seconds. Come on.
There we go. Yeah. You've been spoken to. You've been given your matching orders. Right, Rodney. A pleasure as always.
Thanks for having me on here. Enjoyed that, as always.
I don't think you've seen the back of Rodney. I think he might be coming back sooner than you might think.
Yes, that's right.
And we'll be chatting about another icon of the cinematic martial world.
Yeah.
So until then, cheers, Rodney. Thank you, Darren, as always.
Thank you, Rodney.
Thanks, Dan and Clyde. Cheers for that.
All right. Cheery bye.
Thank you.